Welcome to Immortalize guide on choosing your will provider. Through this video, we seek to help you better understand the pros and the cons of the different providers to help you find the right fit. First, let's start with some quick overview. There are generally 4 ways to do a will. 1. You write your own will. 2. Use an online will. 3. Find a non-legal will writing service provider. And 4. Seek help from a lawyer. Unless you're in a deserted island with no internet access, or in a plane that's about to crash, forget about writing your will from scratch. There are free online templates and worst-case scenario that can be your starting point. Now, with one option eliminated, how to decide between the remaining 3? Let's start from the price. This scale shows the pricing, with online will being the cheapest and going to a lawyer being the most expensive. In our survey, we found that many people think that going to a lawyer costs thousands of dollars. That's possible, provided you are super rich or have super complicated requests. For most average people, you will be able to find a decent and proper estate planning lawyer for about $400. We recommend going to a lawyer if you can afford it because, 1, you can outsource the work to someone else. Writing a will isn't difficult, but there's a lot of nitty-gritty details. For example, while the law allows you to leave your house to all your kids, it may not be a good idea as that is a potential source for family dispute. And 2, you can have someone accountable. The biggest difference between lawyers and other providers is accountability. If the will isn't done properly or if you were given wrong advice, you can potentially sue the lawyer. If anyone disputes your will, your lawyer can help to defend. Spend a bit of money for that peace of mind. That's it, not all lawyers are the same. Some lawyers charge $99 while others start from $5,000. What's the difference? You can find our guide on how to choose the right lawyer on our website. Once you're ready, you can also filter through our database to find your perfect fit. While we recommend going to a lawyer if you can, there are circumstances where the alternatives might make sense. 1. You can't afford the money. 2. You don't want to pay the money. Now, let's talk about online wills first because they lie on the other price extreme, costing between $0 to a little over $100. We recommend everyone who doesn't have a will to at least try an online will. It's a great starting point as most online wills have prompts and tips to guide you through the standard process, and you will learn the basics of what you need to know along the way. Of course, if you try to search online, you realize that there are plenty of options. What's the difference between them, especially the free versus the paid wills? Generally speaking, they differ in terms of the ability to customize your wishes, the number and quality of guidance and tooltips, and the user experience. The free ones may be baits to sell you something else, but some paid platforms can't even match up to the free ones. It's all complicated and messy, so we went to try out the different online will platforms, reviewed them so you don't have to. See details on our website. And now, for what we think is the most controversial, non-legal will writing providers. They are the in-between and encompasses will writing companies, financial firms that help you do financial planning with a will add-on, insurers that sell you insurance with a will top-up, or even funeral parlors that do pre-death planning. Compared to an online will, they have the added extra human help component, but compared to lawyers, they don't have the legal accountability aspect. Cost-wise, they generally fall between online will and lawyers, although we have seen some that charges more than lawyers. Here's why we think they are controversial. What's the justification for them charging more than a lawyer? Is it better to top up a bit more to go to a lawyer? A lot of online wills are very comprehensive. Is it better to just use an online will if you are tech savvy? How do we know the agents doing our will truly know what they are doing or advising because they say so? While we have our doubts, we also see benefits. Convenience. Convenience to do other life, death, estate, legacy-related planning, all with one provider or with one trusted person. And with that, you have now completed part 1 of Immortalize Choose the Right Service Provider series, where we've gone through the pros and cons of the different categories of will writing providers. Proceed to part 2 of the series, where we explain how to choose the right lawyer, or head to our marketplace, Immortalize.io, where you can easily filter through our data, compare pricings and other details, and explore more on how to conveniently and comprehensively plan for your legacy. Immortalize. Leave a legacy.